This is the Suunto Spartan, and to be more exact, it's the Suunto Spartan Ultra Stealth Titanium HR. Yeah, that naming is quite the mess, so let me break it down for you. Suunto is the brand name. They are a company based in Finland and are very well known for making premium sports watches and diving equipment. Spartan is the watch's name, and Ultra means that it's the highest end model in the line. There's also the Sport model, which has a smaller battery and a mineral glass display instead of a sapphire one, which you can find on the Ultra model. Stealth is the color of the watch. It's also available in white, black, copper, and all black. And titanium means that the watch sports a few small pieces of titanium around the watch. It's the bezel, buttons, and strap clasp. And lastly, HR means that you get a chest-based heart rate strap in the box. So with the obscure naming out of the way, let's take a look at the watch itself. The build quality is pretty good as expected for the price, but not top notch. It's made out of a plastic-like material which saves on weight, but it doesn't feel as premium on the wrist as the Garmin Fenix 3 does. Wearing the watch every day is a charm. Even with its big and chunky size, you forget that you are wearing it after a while. The silicone watch band feels fantastic on the wrist and is of high quality. If you do break it, however, you cannot just replace it with any band on the market. You will have to purchase one of Suunto, which costs $50 US. The watch is using a trans-reflective screen technology, which is fantastic, and I think that every sports watch just has to have this. It saves a lot on battery consumption and makes the watch easily readable even in direct sunlight. So how does it do this? Well, it's quite complicated, but I'll try to explain it on a basic level so that everyone gets it. Traditional screens have their own backlight, which is turned on at all times. This screen technology absorbs the light around it and uses that as a backlight. The downside to this is that if you happen to be in a dark room or place, the watch still has to use its own backlight to light up the pixels. So if you haven't noticed, it's actually a touchscreen too, which I find completely useless on these types of watches. This is a watch that will get very sweaty and be used underwater, so a touchscreen is not a good idea in my opinion. There are buttons on the watch that can be used for navigating the software though, so you should be fine either way. The display itself has a pretty crisp resolution of 320 by 300. It's not a Huawei watch like quality display, but for a sports watch, it does the job very well. And in terms of battery life, you can expect around 4 to 5 days, which is definitely fantastic. Now, the software is a mixed bag. It looks good and is very easy to use, but it's lacking some features and it's just overall laggy and glitchy. For example, if I want to go here and then go back quickly, I cannot do that. It stutters and makes me wait until it renders the picture. And as for features missing, take a look at daily activity tracking. It literally just gives you your daily steps, and that's that. I mean, I'm expecting distance, sleep, steps, calories, and all that kind of stuff out of a $700 watch. It's not like the watch is missing the necessary hardware to do this, except maybe a wrist-based heart rate monitor. Suunto just haven't implemented it into their software yet. The absence of a wrist-based heart rate monitor means that if you happen to forget your chest strap, you will have no idea whatsoever of how many calories you have burned throughout your workout and day. The software just feels like it's on a pre-release stage. And I gotta say, so far, this has been the overall experience of the Suunto Spartan. It feels pre-released. Now, this feeling fades over to the mobile application as well. It is very simple in a way that it doesn't show you much detail. For example, you cannot see your history of daily activity, which is weird. It also does not give you any information on things like sleep, calories, and all that kind of stuff. The only thing this app shows you is your previous activities, and on that aspect, it's actually pretty good. It gives you all the information you would ever want of your previous activities. So the conclusion for the app is much alike the one for the watch. the experience is incomplete. And one thing I like, however, is that when you are connected to your phone, it will send you all your notifications over to your watch as well, which gives you a decent smartwatch feel. Alright, so that is the app. Now there's only one thing left to take a look at, and that is, of course, fitness tracking. This is where the Suunto Spartan shines. It can track every single activity that you can think of, and that is everything from running to freaking cross-country skiing. Its accuracy is fantastic, and the information you get is also, unlike everything else, in very high detail. And locking onto GPS and pairing the watch with a chest-based heart rate strap is extremely quick. So fitness tracking on the watch, 10 out of freaking 10. But there is one major flaw in my opinion, and that is that the moves count platform is not that fun to use, and there's not many people using it, so you will probably have to export your workouts and upload them to something like Strava. Now of course, if you're not that much into the social aspect of Strava, the moves count platform will work perfectly fine as a place to take a look at your previous workouts. So as a conclusion, overall, the Suunto Spartan feels to me as a beta product. It has all the hardware it needs to be almost a perfect sports watch. The only thing it needs is better software across the board, including the phone application. Also, its pricing is a little bit on the high side for me. So there you have it, that has been my review of the Suunto Spartan Ultra Stealth Titanium HR. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do consider leaving a like, as that helps me out a lot. Also, if you're interested in more content like this, you guys know what to do. Click that subscribe button. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.